And finally, for my last modality, I went back to the agility ladder and performed hand quickness agility ladder speed drills. The exercise I started out with were linear hand quickness drills, and the first variation being the linear single hand punch. In this variation, I am bear walking and punching / stepping one hand into the box at a time while keeping my feet on the outsides of the ladder, moving as quickly as possible. I'm going to be using the same ladder setup that I was earlier, and I'll be doing 3 laps down and back. The second variation of this exercise is going to be similar to the first, except this time I am punching or stepping both hands into a box and then moving on to the next consecutive box, again while keeping my feet on the outsides, so it's in like a bear walk body positioning. And this agility ladder is a great tool to help improve skills such as agility, balance, quickness, and coordination. And lastly, the final variation for the linear moving hand quickness drills with the agility ladder is the linear icky shuffle, where I'm putting one hand at a time into a box and moving them out of the ladder's boundaries completely, and then repeat for the upcoming box. And again, like the others, I'm going to be doing 3 laps of this down and back. The second exercise I did for hand quickness with the agility ladder were lateral movements, and the first variation was the hand over hand crossover. In this variation, I'm starting with one hand in each box that's next to each other, and then crossing over my inside hand with the outside hand, and my feet following simultaneously, and repeat the whole length of the ladder for 3 laps down and back. While doing these hand drills with the ladder, I'm making sure that my shoulders stay square, stay in line with my hands, and that they're not opening up in the direction that I'm moving down the ladder. The next variation I did were putting 2 hands in each box, then moving them to the next one, staying within the ladder borders or the ladder boundaries throughout all 3 laps down and back. And again, like the previous variations, I'm synchronizing my feet movements with my hand movements and keeping my shoulders in line and square, with the muscles of the chest and shoulders being targeted, but also some activation of the core for stabilization, as well as the quads. And finally, the last variation of the last exercise entailed the lateral shuffle, moving my hands in each box and then out of each box completely and getting down the length of the ladder as quickly as possible, keeping the same form as the other variations as well as the rep scheme, which is 3 laps down and back.